What is up, everyone? Bingo here, and tonight there was a new card revealed on the official Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh page as an upcoming VJMP promo. So who knows when we're going to get this card, but it's pretty cool. So the card is Win the Wind Medium, and it's pretty good. Its stats and effects are as follows. So it's a level 5 wind spellcaster effect monster with 1850 attack and 1500 defense. So this card is always treated as a charmer card. You can only use the first and second effects once per turn. So you can discard this card and one wind monster as cost. Add one wind monster with 1500 or less defense from your deck to your hand except itself. Also, you cannot activate the effects of monsters for the rest of the turn except wind monsters. So, and that's an ignition effect. So you have to activate it, discard the card as cost, and then resolve the effect, assuming they don't Ash Blossom you to oblivion. And then the second effect's not really relevant. I'm not going to really talk about it too much today because I don't know much about Charmers, but when your wind monster is destroyed by battle while this card's in your hand, you can special summon this card. So whatever, cool, maybe it'll come up because you are playing a wind-based deck because of the restrictions, but right off the bat, this card is a generic attribute search for the wind attribute. Primarily being able to search weaker starter monsters such as Speedroid Terratop, Wind Witch Glassbell, and like various Dragoonity, Harpy, and Smorg cards. But Wind is pretty notable as like the worst supported attribute that we have. And like this card has niche applications, like you can search the Droll and Lockbird for example, but because of the heavy restrictions they put on this card and the effects that you're under for the rest of the turn, that you can only activate wind attribute monster effects. Like you're not going to be splashing this into anything. So since it's a once per turn, you're probably going to be starting your combo off with it, searching, and you're not going to be ending your combo with like searching a hand trap. So maybe it'll come up every so often, but I think primarily you're just going to be starting that key, searching that key starter that you're looking for. Like I said, that restriction isn't a problem because it's not going to be splashed into a deck. You're not going to play 3 of this when you're only playing 2 other wind monsters. What this does is open up other charmers of the same nature. Like we should be expecting to see at least 3 more charmers being water, earth, and fire, seeing as those are wind, water, earth, and fire are the original charmers that were released. I don't think we're going to be seeing a dark and a light one, and that's because they weren't part of that original release, and they kind of keep them all together, and those 2 are kind of outcasts. And honestly, like dark is so over supported, and there's so many insane dark monsters you can search with this, like Armageddon Knight, just as a strong normal summon, that I don't think, like, could you imagine discarding like Danger Jackalope, searching Armageddon Knight, or like any danger for that matter that isn't like Chupacabra, any of the good 3? And like there's so many cards in the dark archetype or dark attribute that do things in the grave that I don't think we're going to be getting it. And the light, like I honestly feel like that would be extremely good, and I want it because I play a lot of weird rogue light decks, but I think we're just going to be getting the 4. So like looking at the 3 other attributes we can get, like I'm primarily thinking of like the fire one, and I know the meta is going to change drastically, but just thinking about it, like playing it in Salamangreat, being able to discard like Spinny, searching Gazelle, and having another Cyberse in your hand to be able to get your Gazelle. Like it just seems like these cards are great because yes, they're restricting you to play a attribute focused deck, but we always have an attribute focused deck in the format. Usually, you know, it's dark or dark and light, or like right now we have fire, or something like Sky Striker where you're playing one main deck monster. Like the charmer cards that they have been releasing, like the Link monsters, are just good cards that I think they should always be in the card pool, being able to, like for the Link monster, being able to bring back, just always having the utility regardless of what attribute your opponent is playing, depending on what the meta is, as well as like these cards coming out, being able to search your key starter cards in basically any attribute. So guys, that's it for the new update video, I guess. Let me know what you think of the card. I honestly, like, yes, this card isn't the best, but what it does is it opens up the option for Konami to release similar cards of the other attribute, and like they're going to do it. So just yes, this one's wind focused, but be thinking about, okay, what would I do with a water one? What would I do with an earth one? What would I do with a fire one? So let me know what you guys thought, and I will talk to you guys next time. Peace out.